All right, y'all. I'm back. I don't know what happened, but I'm gonna finish this up. I have just a few more minutes, and then I'll be done. So, what I was saying before the thing just crashed out on me. In verse 15, we see God's response to the worshiping people, right? And again, like I was saying, I couldn't just leave you without giving you the response of why it's important for you to worship while you're in the midst of your battle. So in verse 15, God tells them, do not be afraid nor dismayed because of this great multitude, for the battle is not yours, but God's. So, yes, the threat that they are facing is real, right? Just like the one that you and I are facing is real, or it may be real when we get to that point where we're having to face the battles. And as we continue walking, but yet the command that was given to them was not to be afraid nor dismayed because the battle was God's battle. He would fight on behalf of Judah against the great multitude that was coming to them, just like he will fight for you. God is saying this is not an attack on you, but it is an attack on me. Let me help you understand what I'm saying. This enemy thinks that he can come in and take away something that God has given to his people. So now God has to come and put this enemy back in his place because clearly he has forgotten who God is. Like I said earlier, if God gave it, can't no devil in hell take it away. So this army in the natural looks like it's coming up against King Jehoshaphat in Judah, but really it's an attack on God's promise. It's an attack on saying that God is not the promise keeper as we know him to be. It's an attack to go against God's character because as Jehoshaphat was saying when he was praying, God, we obeyed you and we didn't attack the people as we came out of Egypt into the promised land like you said. But how can they come and attack us in the land that you have given us? That goes against his character. So God is telling you this morning, stop trying to fight a battle that is not yours. The battle is God's. Your responsibility is worship. God's responsibility is to fight. You fight by worshiping. God will fight by releasing the angels. He's protecting his promise by allowing King Jehoshaphat and the children of Israel to live in the land that was promised to them. In First Peter chapter 2, verse 9, we are called God's special possession, which means that any attack that rages up against us rages up against God. If it rages against us, it rages against God because we are his special possession. So I just had to come on here and tell you on this morning, my brothers and sisters, the response that God gave King Jehoshaphat. Do not be afraid nor dismayed because of the great multitude, because of the financial stress, because of the anxiety and depression, because of the family drama, because of the work drama. Do not be afraid nor dismayed because people are leaving your lives left and right, because you're having to now find new footing in this new territory that God has given you. Do not be afraid nor dismayed, for the battle is not yours, but God's. So I encourage you all on this morning to take a posture, get in the posture of worship, release the power, worship. Despite your circumstances, despite your situation, despite what it looks like, King Jehoshaphat had over 1 million people with him, and that still wasn't enough. But God came in and he made up the difference because they chose to worship as their immediate response. That wasn't their last option. That was their first option. Immediate response should be worship. I got to get out of here, y'all. I'm way, way, way beyond time. Clearly, that may have been what the live was telling me. Like, cut it off. But I'm out, y'all. I'm done. Just type in the chat one more time. Worship. Worship. I hope that this devotional has encouraged you all. I hope that this devotional has just blessed you all on this morning. And I hope that you all have a great rest of your day. And we will see you back here for tomorrow's devotional.